Okay, see, for every country there will be different types of GST procedures. Okay, just try to understand the point. And in our country, we use some of the tax processing things and tax processing parameters. And in one country, they will going to use the different types of tax processing units. You can call it as a different tax types of parameters. Okay, so generally, tax collection procedure differs from country to country. Okay, so I mean these tax calculation procedures may vary from country to country. So you might not have different types of things that you did in the uh, Indian country. For Indian client, okay, you do have different types of tax processing parameters. For foreign client, okay, you do have different types of tax processing parameters. Okay, so that is why the tax collection procedure may vary from country to country. The first important thing that we have in this general tax procedures and all, we can call it as a goods and service taxes and all, according to the government policy of the particular country and the main revenue resources, it levies the tax on goods. Suppose you have bought the material from the vendor. Okay, so vendor to transport the goods from Hyderabad to Mumbai, Hyderabad to Bangalore, Hyderabad to Chennai, anything. Okay, so Telangana to Andhra Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh to Telangana. Okay, so if we want to transport the goods from one location to another location, we use the roads, right? Okay, so we do have lorries, we do have different types of carrier vans and all. Okay, we use the transportation. Okay, the main important thing is that whatever the roads that we have and whatever the infrastructure that we have for the national highways and all, so those were particularly built by the central government, right? Those were particularly built by the any foreign governments and all. So we are using their services. When you are using their services, automatically we should pay the amount, not on the roads. So we use the infrastructure of the governments. Okay, so that is by infrastructures of the governments means what, all of you. So we maintain different types of vehicles, carrier vehicles and all, and we should have permit licenses, and we should have goods taken services and all. Okay, so we are using their services, and at the same time to maintain all these things. Okay, different factors will be there and different parameters will be there. To maintain all these things, first of all, we need to have the infrastructure. An organization cannot build the infrastructure, right? Organization cannot map the roads, right? Organization cannot structure the roads, cannot build the roads. Okay, we are using the some of the structures, I mean infrastructure of the particular government. Okay, then automatically we will going to pay the toll fee. Okay, see, when you book the ticket from Hyderabad to Vijayawada or Vijayawada to Chennai or anything, okay, there will be a toll fee. Okay, just try to understand the point. So why they are levying the goods, sorry, why they are levying the amounts on the particular ticket? Why? Because so they are using infrastructure. Okay, for that infrastructure we are paying something. Okay, that should not be paying by you, and that should be paying by any organization. Okay, so these points are very, very important in GST. And GST stands for, you know it very well, goods and service taxes. There are two types of taxes. One is input taxes. It means the taxes on purchases of the goods and services. Then output taxes. It means the taxes on sale of goods and services. Okay. See, in interview point of view, they will ask you about the configurations Okay, in that configurations, they will going to ask you about the components of GST. Though it is a very much compulsion for you, so you need to explain all these things in a brief way. Okay, so what are those components of the GSTs and all? There will be input GST, there will be input SGST, CGST, input IGST, input UTGST. Okay, sales, state-wise goods and service taxes, central goods service taxes, and international goods service taxes, intra-goods service taxes. Okay, and the next one is UTGST. If you have union territory like Goa, Pondicherry, see there will be a union territory, right? Nepal's. Okay, so these are the union territories of our countries. So we need to have different types of tax collection processes for the union territory goods and service taxes. And we do have input RCM, reverse change mechanism. Okay, how we are doing these RCM input reverse change mechanisms, CGST, and input RCM SGST. So output SGST, output CGST, output IGST, and output UTGST. So we do have different types of calculations for the thing. Okay. So in that particular thing, what we will do, so we can able to define the condition types, and we can able to define the tax processing units, and we can able to define the tax accounts with that tax accounts we can able to modify it. Okay, so these things are mandatory for the GST, and at the same time this is the overview of the particular GST. Okay, goods and service taxes. Okay, whatever the goods that we are transporting from one location to another location, and government levies the goods. Okay, organization levies the goods, and this goods of the this goods amount will be transferred to the particular particular central governments of any country. Okay, and at the same time you can able to get the refund amount. Okay, you can able to get the exceptions amounts, you can able to get the 50 percentage of the GST amount if you have any proofs. Okay, so that is a very important in foreign currency revaluation, at the same time GST, at the same time withholding taxes, and see different concepts will be there, and that will be attached to the each and every concept. One concept is assigned to the another concept, and another concept is assigned to the another concept. So like this there is a structure. Okay, there is a life cycle for each and every concept. Okay, no issue. And we will going to start this configuration. Okay, what is the configuration? Define condition types using transaction code OBYZ. Go to the transaction code OBYZ. We can able to create the condition type. Go to this SAP system, and we can able to create the OBYZ, and that is creation of the condition types. Can you go to the transaction code OBYZ? All of you, for vendors as well as the customers, we do have the condition types. Okay, you got my point? So for each and everything we need to have the condition types. So please try to understand the point for the particular vendors as well as the customers. Okay, you can go to the continue option, choose, or else go to choose. Okay, can you go to the new entries? Go to the new entries. Yes, so we are defining our own condition types, okay, for the input CGST, input SGST, to calculate the taxes for vendors as well as the customers. Okay, so that the first condition type is BAL1. BAL1. Okay, and what is the access sequence that we have? Okay, tax classification access sequence for the particular IG, sorry, input CGST. Okay, so what is the access sequence? Can you go to the drop down option? You can able to see the details of the access sequence. Go to the drop down option. See, make sure that your internet is perfect. MWST, that is tax classifications. Okay, we can able to follow the our own tax classification. In your SAP real-time standard systems also you do have the tax classification. MWST here. Come down, there will be a MWST. This one, MWST. Take out the MWST. And what is the condition class? Okay, so can you drop down this option? What is the condition class? See, in interview point of view, they will going to ask you different types of questions on the GST. So here there will be a condition classes. Okay, so in this condition class, what do you mean by condition class? So it is particularly related to the one type, and that is a representation in the system of some aspect of your daily pricing activities. Okay, so for example, you can define a different condition type for each kind of price. Okay, so you are defining one condition type. For that you do have condition classes. Okay, you can able to define a different condition type for each kind of prices and discount or surcharge that occurs in your business transactions. Okay, so that is very important right now. And we are doing with the condition type with the access sequence is tax classification. Based on this tax classification, okay, we do take the taxes. Take out the taxes. D is the taxes. Take out the D. Okay, the next one is calculation type. What is the calculation type? So is it related to the percentages, or is it related to the fixed amount, or is it related to the gross weight and all? See, based on different types of things, we can able to do it. Okay, take out the percentages. So you will give the percentage, right? 4% for the CGST, 4% for the SGSTs and all. Okay, take out the percentages and all. And rounding rules will be the commercial things, and that is fine. And group conditions, there is no any group conditions for our practical thing. Okay, and the next one is changes which can be made, and manual entries is manual entries, and amount percentages, and master data valid from today's date and valid to 31st 12 999. There is no issue. Scale basics is none and can be maintained based on the condition types. See, that is your client requirement, all of you. So if they want master data from today days to that date, and you can able to maintain. Got my point? And at the same time, when it comes to the controllings of the data, so you can able to control whatever the standard prices that you have. See, based on the condition type, we can able to define our own condition types. Okay, with the help of access sequences. And after that, you do maintain the different types of tax codes, right? So based on which parameters you are maintaining the tax codes, based on the condition types only, you can able to maintain the tax codes. Okay, so in the condition type, after the BAL1, you can just write down input CGST for your company code. Input CGST for your company code. In the SAP system only, here after the BAL1, in the BAL1, go up. In the condition type BAL1, after the BAL1, Okay, so in this condition type BAL1, you can just write down input CGST for your company code. Input CGST, input CGST, input CGST, input CGST for your company code. What is your company code? Give your company code here. Okay, and go to the save button and save it. See, based on the requirements of the clients and all, we can able to do it, all of you. Okay, you don't worry. But the thing is that, see, all these conditions, okay, we cannot define as per the single screen. Okay, we can able to define each and everything as per the each and every screen. Okay, come back, come back, come back, one step back. Your internet is perfect, Balaji, or not? Try to connect with what you, I am not. I am not. You are not getting here, sir. Okay, you are not getting my voice, huh? No, no, no. It is your connection problem. Okay, right. So you do one thing. Go to that screen. Okay. So can you go to the new entries? Go to the new entries. Go to the new entries. Go to the new entries. And here you can able to see the condition type. What is the condition type means? We can able to give the condition type BAL2. Another thing, another condition type BAL2. Okay, so the description will be input SGST for Bala. Take out that thing. Input SGST for Bala, and the access sequence will be MWST. And the master data will be today's date only, and the valid to 31st 12 9999. And in the condition class, you can just take out the taxes, and in the calculation type, you can just take out the percentages. See, there will be a structure conditions, there will be a condition functions will be there. See, all that we need to do is we can able to define different types of things, okay, in different types of transaction codes, okay, and in a single screen we cannot do anything. Okay, based on the condition types, we can able to perform the operations of group conditions and changes which can be made. Okay, so in that condition class, you can just try to take out D, and the calculation type is A. That is D is taxes, and calculation type is percentages. Calculation type is a percentages. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it.
Sir, condition class is taxes, right, sir?
Huh. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. No, no, no. Condition class. What is that? BAL2. Double click on BAL2. Double click on BAL2. is BAL2. Double click on it. Double click on BAL2 and remove the condition class, not the discount on surcharge. That is D. D for taxes. Change the condition class. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Come back. Come back, go to the new entries once again. So we have taken all these things for the vendors, and a condition class, condition type is BAL3, and that is output CGST for output CGST for output CGST for Bala. Output CGST for Bala, and then access sequence will be MWST. Access sequence will be MWST. Okay, and same thing, taxes for the condition class, and for the calculation type is a percentage. Okay, click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. And the next one is condition type is BAL4, that is output SGST for Bala. New entries, and condition type will be BAL4, that is output SGST for Bala. Take out the access sequence as MWST. Take out the access sequence as MWST, that is tax classifications only. The next one, condition class will be open the condition class and take out the D, that is taxes, and take out the calculation type. Take out the calculation type is percentages. Click on the enter and go to the save button and save it. So we have successfully created our own condition types for input CGST, input SGST, output CGST, and output SGST. See, you can able to define IGST, UTGST based on your requirements, and also I'm taking 4 individual tax condition types. Okay, so the next one. What is the next thing? Go to that Word document. Open the Word document. So the next one is go to that go up. Check and change settings for tax processing using transaction code OBCN. Can you go to the transaction code OBCN? Go to the transaction code OBCN. Go to the new entries. Sorry, give slash and go to the transaction code OBCN. Yes, can you go to the new entries? Can you go to the new entries? Yes, in this process, you can just give BA1, Bala 1, BA1. Okay, the description is input CGST tax. description is input CGST tax. And can you take out the tax type? Take out the tax type. Go to the tax type. Yes, can you take out the input tax? Yes, good. And the next one is in the posting indicator, you should take out the in the posting indicator, you should take out the what is that separate line item, I think so. Yes, take out the separate line item. Click on the enter. Go to the save button and save it. Yes. See, we have taken the 4 condition types and we should take out the 4 what? Condition processing things. Okay. Come back and go to the new entries, and in the process you can just give BA2. New entries BA2, that is input SGST tax. Input SGST tax. And the tax type will be input tax and posting indicator will be as per the separate line items. Why we need to take the separate line items? When you want to calculate the goods and service taxes on the particular vendors or customers, we should get the GST input tax in one item, line item, and GST input SGST in one line item. Output CGST also same thing, output SGST also same thing. Take out the separate line item, click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Come back, go to the new entries and try to take out the new process, that is BA3. That is output CGST tax. Output CGST tax. Output CGST tax. So tax type will be output tax. Tax type will be not this input tax, that is output tax. And the posting indicator will be same thing, that is separate line item. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Come back. And then next BA4, that is for the output SGST tax. Output SGST tax. Output SGST tax. Output SGST tax. Then same thing, output taxes, and the next one is a separate line item. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Okay, show me the next configuration. Everything is perfect, right? And okay, define procedure using transaction code OB-based. For each and every country, we need to define the procedure. So go to the transaction code OB-based once again. Go to the transaction code OB-based once again. Go to this SAP system and give /n. Go to the transaction code OB-based. OB-based and take out the procedures. Take out the procedures. Go to the choose option. Okay, go to the new entries and try to create your own processor. Give the processor BALTAX, anything. BATAX, BALTAX. No issue. Any processor you can take out. TAX. Okay, then description is tax procedure for IN. Tax procedure for IN. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. So based on this tax processes, we can able to control our own conditional classes and with the help of percentages based on the processing points. What are those processing points? BA1, BA2, BA3, BA4. Okay, select this thing BATAX and go to the control option and go to the control. Yes, double click on this thing and go to the new entries and go to the new entries. Go to the new entries. So in this step 1, you can just give 10, step 2 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. So based on the which amount you are calculating the GST, don't click on any enter. Okay. If you click on the enter, it will wipe up. Okay. So in the condition type, take out the condition type for the 10. You can just take out the condition type BASB, that is base amount. Based on the base amount, you are calculating the CGST, SGST for your condition types. Okay, see in real time also we should take out the base amount based on that system standard base amounts only. Okay, it will take the your amount which was processed in the vendor invoices and also customer invoices. Okay, so in the condition type, go to the drop down option and try to find out the condition type BASB. Go to the drop down option and try to find out the BASB, that is BASB. That is base amount. Take out the base amount. Yes, in the 20, you can just take out our own condition types that we have defined. That is BAL1, BAL1. Directly you can write down. BAL1. Don't click on any enter position. Okay. BAL2, BAL3 and BAL4. Okay, from which amount we are calculating the taxes like CGST, SGST. Okay, based on the base amount only, right? So don't give from the from a field for this step and just give the from field for this 20. 20. Don't give any field from field in for the 10 and just give for the 20. You can just give from field 10. Yes, and the next one is for 30, you can just give 10. For 40, you can just give 10. So based on the base amount only, we will going to calculate the amounts, all of you. So 10, 10, same thing. Okay, good. So the next one is based on which accounting keys, okay, you are calculating the taxes for input as well as the output. Okay, so you can just give in that thing BA1, we have created the processing accounting keys BA1 and the next BA2 and the next BA3 and the next BA4. Okay, see all of you, I'm not just giving the from and accounting keys for the standard base amount. Why? Because based on the base amount, okay, we will go into taxes. We will going to calculate the taxes for our own condition types BA3 and BA4. BA3 and BA4. BA3 and BA4. Okay, so can you click on the enter? Click on the enter. Go to the save button and save it. See, whatever the condition types that we have created, so all has coming into the picture. Okay, so right, go to the save button and save it, come back. And what is the next configuration? And see, based on the requested amount calculation types and all, okay, you can able to give it. Why? See, we have already given the calculation types for the processing tax units, right? Tax keys and all. So that is why I'm not giving anything. Okay, in real time also you don't have much things. And I think so you can able to find out in our own client complete real-time documents and all. Okay, I have shared you. So please just go through that one and try to see the tax processing and tax processing transaction keys, accounting keys, calculation types for my client. Okay, you can able to see it. And the next one is assign a country to calculation procedure using transaction code OBBZ. Go to the transaction code OBBZ. Go to the transaction code OBBZ. Go to the transaction code OBBZ and go to the position and give your country. Go to the position, give your country IN. Continue and give the procedure. Remove this procedure. Give your procedure BALTAX or else BATAX, right? BATAX. Click on the enter. Go to the save button and save it. See, if for the vendor, if the calculations, I mean goods calculations are not properly calculating, okay, then what we will do, we will come back to this OBBZ transaction code and we will assign our own procedure to the particular country. Okay, see here there are many users that I mean they use this tax processing processes and all, right? So that is why we can able to do with our own processes. We can able to calculate the taxes with our own processes. Okay, without having the tax procedure for your company, sorry, for your country. So you cannot calculate the exact amounts which you have given in the, I mean, whatever the percentage that you have given in the configurations. Okay, the next one is define tax codes for sales and purchases using transaction code FTXP. Can you go to the transaction code FTXP and we can able to define our own tax codes. Okay, we can able to define our own tax codes. Go to the give your country and what is the tax key, that is 1B 1B 1B. Okay, so click on the enter. Yes, so here in this for the tax code 1B. Okay, so I'm just giving input tax at the rate of basically when you go to the restaurants you can able to find out the taxes, that is 2.4% input tax, 2.5% output taxes. Okay, so for the each and every claim they will have less than the 4% taxes. So just I am giving input tax at the rate of 4%. Input tax at the rate of 4%. Okay, and what is the tax type that you have? What is the tax type? Go to the tax type. So it is V, that is input taxes. Can you go to the continue option? No need to give any tax codes and all. So we are just taking the target tax codes. Continue. So in that continue option, see, you can able to see all of you input CGST and input SGST, output CGST and output SGST. So this tax code is related to what? This tax code is related to input CGST, input SGST. So that is why for this input CGST, you can just give 2, and for the output, sorry, input SGST, you can just give 2. See, you can able to have number of levels, condition types, you can able to find out here. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Enter. Yes, so 2% is calculating, okay, and it is taking the 2%. Then remove this tax code, give 2B. Give 2B. Click on the enter. Okay, so for this 2B, we will going to use this tax codes for the output taxes, right? Output tax at the rate of 5%. Output tax at the rate of 5%. Or else 6%. Yes, or else give 6%. There is no issue. And what is the tax type? That is output tax, not V, that is A, I think so. Go to the tax type and go to the drop down option, and that is output tax, and go to the continue option. Go to the continue option, no issue. So for this output tax, output CGST is 3% and output SGST is 3%. Just give 3 and output for Bala, I mean SGST is 3. Click on the enter, go to the submit and save it. Yes, so these things are mandatory for each and every tax codes. We have defined one tax code for input taxes. We have defined one tax for the output taxes. Okay, so these things are mandatory. Can you give slash n? Give slash n. Give slash n. Okay, so we will try to create the GL accounts. I think that is the next step, right? So can you give slash n? No, yes, go to the transaction code FS00. Under this current assets, you can just try to take out the input CGST accounts. For vendors, that is current assets, right? On their point of view. Go to the create option and try to create the current assets, change the company code. And under this current assets, you can able to create the input CGST account and the input SGST accounts. Go to the create option and take out the new thing 200103. 103. Continue. Yes. In the accounting group, change your company code. Yes. Continue. In the accounting group, so you can just try to take out the current assets, that is balance sheet account, and short text will be input CGST account and input CGST account. Take out the balance sheet. Okay, good. Then next one. So here in the control data, currency is INR, and the next one is line item display, and sort key is 001, and in the create or bank interest, that is C001. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. And once again, copy this input I mean input CGST. Copy this input CGST.
Sir, tax category, sir.
Tax category we give for the raw materials and sales, not for the input taxes and output taxes. Okay, so in the GL account, you can just give the 200104. Yes, continue. And go to the type or description and change the thing input SGST. Everything is same only. Mm. Okay. Everything is same. No need to worry. Then next, under this current liabilities, you can able to create the output CGST account and output SGST account. Okay, go to the Don't copy that directly, you can create it. Yes, and short text is output CGST account, and GL account long text is also output CGST account. The next one is output tax CGST account, CGST account, and go to the control data. Currency is INR, and the next one is line item display, and short key is 001. Line item display and short key is 001. Yes, and go to the create or bank interest, and field status group will be Z001. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Okay, and try to copy this thing, and that is SGST only. Okay, good. So the next one is, everything is fine, right? The next one, show me that next one, ma'am. What is the next configuration? Okay, so create GL accounts, input taxes and output taxes is good. And the next one is define tax accounts using transaction code OB40. This is very important step that we have. Go to the transaction code OB40, use /n, and go to the transaction code OB40. All right. So can you find out our own transaction keys, ma'am? That is BA1, BA2, BA3, BA4. Can you come down? Yes, these are the things. BA1. Double click on BA1 here. Double click on BA1. Yes, go to the continue option. Is this your chart of accounts? Yes, continue option. And now first save the posting keys. Go to the posting keys. Save the posting keys. Yes. Continue and give the account. And give the account. And give the account. Yes, that is input CGST account. Yes, click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Posting key is not defined. Go to the posting key, ma'am. Go up, go to the posting key. Go to the rules first. Go to the rules. You do one thing. Can you remove this account? Can you remove this account? No. Go to the transaction code OB40. Go to the transaction code OB40. Double click on BA1. BA1. Yes, continue. And first go to the rules. Go to the posting key. Give the debit as 40, credit as 50. Yes. Now you can just go to the accounts. Yes. Continue. And now just give the input CGST account. Input CGST account. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Now it is taking, right? Continue. Yes, come back. See, for BA2, so we should assign the input SGST account. Go to the posting key first and save the rules. Now go to the accounts, go to the posting key, go to the posting key. Yes, give the debit as 40 and credit as 50. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Continue and go to the accounts and give the input SGST account. Input SGST account. Take out that thing and go to the save button and save it. Come back and take out the BA3. So output CGST tax. For this output CGST tax, we should assign the output CGST GL account. Then output SGST account. Save it. Then output SGST account. Output SGST account. All of you should try to save the details and come back to this configuration and again check with this thing whether this account is assigned or not. If the account is not assigned, so you cannot calculate the GSTs. Okay, so that is the important thing right now we have. Come back, ma'am, and try to check with BA1 first account. One step back. Double click on BA1. BA1. Try to check with your accounts, all of you. Okay, so this account has been assigned. Can you give /n? And then next configuration is modify sales and purchases with the tax category. Okay, go to the transaction code FS00, ma'am. Go to the transaction code FS00. FS00 transaction code. Click on the enter. Now open the current assets. Open the current assets and give the raw materials. Take out the raw materials. Go to the change option. Go to the control data, and in the tax category, try to give 1B. Control data in the tax category, you can just give 1B. Go to the drop down option. No. Try to find out all these things with the drop down option. Why? Because if it is not there, we will going to assign it. Yes. Take out that thing, no issue. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. And then come back to this sales account and category, same 2B. Continue. Go to the save button and save it. Then open the sales. Open the sales account. Double click on sales account. Go to the edit option. And in the tax category, you can just give 2B. Click on the enter, go to the subheader and save it. Okay, so everything is perfect, right? Right. So for this video, I will going to stop this recording.